everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, count.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They come out here in the eye. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
Hey, 626.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's the option going right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know the athletes continue to get better on the defensive front, but when you got an odd front, 3-4 here, the nose doesn't usually make a play like this.
Yeah, huge loss. Swallowed him right up.
I think what happened there was he usually gets doubled, and you single him up, and if he makes a move on the center, look out. Your running back may get eaten. That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kevin White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned, they ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it around.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this. All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Gold stars all the way around for that defensive front. Anytime an offense wants to run a draw, they're really trying to hit you in the center part of the field. Anytime you can clog that up and force it to bounce outside, it's a huge win for the defense.
Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's third and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Crosby puts it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Come on, let's
They'll look to throw here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Riddick with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead now 5, 11-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On the sneak, Rodgers. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Daniil Hunter in there him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But
and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Let's go!
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Room here to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go!
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Hill, the lone setback. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he... All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return. But the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the I. They go back to the air here after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, 94 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tighten up. Green 18. Quick, twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
On now is the Packers punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give them 22 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have it now, 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hill, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Red zone opportunity.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Well, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They set up the screen to Hill. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new center. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Caught left side by Cobb. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tavon Austin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Steps away to his left. And Rudolph has it left side. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is the Packers punter in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And look at this, another fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends would be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third and
it's
going
only
for
good
hard.
if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. Time for a break. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 2nd down following the run. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3, 3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Here we go.
1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.